Ebusianfo me bebo video bi atremo na a video of the title of medema no Chief JANDAM Officer Adom Otchere or Kansimbia for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It's quite interesting. The video is quite lengthy, but Mr. Remo, you video no because I want to say something about it, and you want to wait for what I will say about the video. Internal Yabeko video neso. And your first time waha subscribe, click the notification bell neso. Oya our latest news be about on Sabeka. Now answer Yabeko video neso no. This video is kindly sponsored by Nature Hills Herbal Shop. Now se one person obenya high cholesterol Mr. every single day for garlic capsules. Se one person obenya BP every single day for moringa tea. Se one person obenya cancer wa brabo mu de biara every single day for soursop tea. Mr. say oye bema na dachi bi ompese beba ne se sebe obema enye adwuma bioma Mr. for beetroot capsules. Ebema mu je die fusani ye wo body mu. Se wo pe stamina as bema now dia ye adwuma bia be ye bia ye free herbal product bi maca root capsules. We a natural herbal product a nyankopon wankasa aboama yen ya ebeje free Nature Hills Herbal Shop 059-800-3891 na on supply dia wo pe bia emma. Now yenhwe po Adom Otchere send ya me kind of video ne wa Mr. Mo yentie po Adom Otchere nsemo a welcome because I have a response.
Rain started, and as usual for us in Ghana, when rain starts in June, wherever you are, you panic a bit. You call people and say, are you okay? Where are you? Don't go, don't move, stay where you are, that kind of thing. These are calls and WhatsApp messages that go on very normally at the time when rains begin. Then we woke up in the morning. I actually drove around 6 a.m. Because I was chasing a document at DHL, so I drove around 6 a.m. and I had to go and just come back home very quickly. It was raining though. I didn't realize at the time that the rain was going to cause that Mahama. You know, this kind of rain, it was quite heavy at some points, but around between 5 and 6 a.m. it was not that heavy. It was pouring, but it was not that heavy with a lot of force. The pressure of the rain was marginal, and you can manage it, isn't it? So then everything happened, and then the rain came, and we saw, unfortunately, we have to be wearing black very soon because we are now hearing that about 22 people have died. The Interior Minister reports 12. But let's start from the beginning, the task force. At the beginning of this, the bottom line of all what I'm going to say is that the president's advisors have deceived him. Viewers, do you remember that during the campaign, I used to be very worried about the advice that President Mahama was getting? And I'm still worried about it, and it's continuing. It is very obvious that the president's advisors, once again, misled him. They misled him to form a committee. The screen is black, yeah. They misled him to form a committee. Now, this is a committee. Is that all the members of the committee? Is it just 4 members? I'm thinking, no, the local government minister is part of it. The local government minister is part of the committee, so it's only just 4. I think the local government minister is part of it. But of course, Stanislav Dogbe is a deputy chief of staff. He's chairman of the committee. Marietta Bruopon is a very experienced corporate lawyer and politician, former attorney general. She is on the committee. Minister for Works and Housing. He didn't chair, but that's a matter for the government. Because he's a minister, he's a deputy minister at the minimum, and he was chairing when there's a substantive minister. I didn't quite get it. Then local government substantive minister, and then somebody else was chairing. But anyway, that's Tandube. This is Gilberta J, who is Works and Housing Minister. This is Ibrahim, who is a local government minister, is on the committee, and then there is Razak, the police officer. Which river to dredge. And then an hour later, they landed. They did it for 1 hour, and then they landed back on at the Ghana Air Force Base, where they landed safely. There they are coming out of the aircraft. So they did that. Some people say settings. I'm too old to understand what settings means. I don't know what. Please, viewers, what is settings? Some people say it is all settings. What's that? For those of us who are old, we don't understand it. So they did that, and then they got down from the plane, and then they went around, and then they did that. They did that. 1 year later, and even before the 1 year mark, floods were occurring, and everybody was asking the question: what's happening to the committee? What is happening to the committee? Do you have the president's helicopter ride as well? Please get it ready. What is happening to the committee? What is happening to the committee? What work has the committee done? What is their terms of reference? In fact, as soon as they were put in place, somebody asked that, what is the terms of the reference of the committee? Up till now, we don't know. We don't know. They don't tell us anything.
So I think say, at this point, you're understanding what Adom Otchere is trying to do. Now, so once here, let me just explain, right? And then I'll say what I want to say. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, somewhere I think in March 2025, I stand to be corrected, and now setting up committee. Say committee no enye mpenyimfo a wo mo betenase na wo mu ehu die ntia Ghana, especially Accra, flooded, right? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And then the committee, we don't know the terms of the committee. We would want to believe that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, he gave them the terms. And, omo mission ne, vision ne, enyama biya wasa omu yebiano. He gave it to them. And then the committee sat, they did their work. And at the end of the day, they presented a report to the president. Now, me when they say Adom Otchere, and the whole lady, internal metremo say, and the ono no MPP for Chief JANDAM officer. And the whole lady JANDAM no. Sa flood ya e course so nanseyano. They are trying to find a way to blame the committee. Say Mahama Baya was setting committee. Say committee no. And solve flood issues no. Still flood is see. Not just say Mahama ye money futupa. Omo be Mahama omo catching and say one form committee no. Omo money futupa. That is what Adom Otchere is saying. When I hear people from the MPP speak like this, it amazes me a lot. And the reason why I'm saying that is Accra has been battling with floods for over 3 decades. Listen, let me show you a video. This video was in 1995. 1995. She video no. $1995. Now what's your video ni ya obete se na nkrofo ka enkran. Accra no and a flood here. In fact, during that time the Accra no, people died. Over 20 deaths were recorded. So for a committee that was set just last year, if you are telling me say 3 decades, every single year Ghana you experience a flood. It will catch them say 3 decades. Or they at least from 1995 to when 2026. How many years no? If you are telling me that sa committee naba in less than a year. Now womo baye no omo adwuma womo aye. Still, your setting committee still flood akoso. And you expect the committee to solve the problem I existed for over 3 decades with just 1 year, then you are not being fair. Then you are not being fair. I think, sir, if you are a Ghanaian and you ask for the committee's report and you ask for the findings of the committee, you are well within your right to do that. But to entirely blame the committee that was set up just a year ago, say a certain committee in 1 year ni still flood across into no committee no and they at fault and until yentu Mahama efutupa, then you are being a dishonest person. Me amiti hey me who committee in the report. And maybe that is also a problem from the NDC because yes, there was some of the committee in the report no etuja. Na Ghana fo ni na ye he. Ebi anomo de atoja but ye ni na yente ye. E was some bo hu dewuro. Omoma radio stations ni TV stations se ka ho asem na ye ni na ye hu de entia flood na ekoso because at the end of the day ye ni na e was ye hu. So maybe from the point of communication, that is the fault from the NDC. And you can request for that. But to blame the committee, then you are not being you are being dishonest. Someone ya mobedi adansia this year and the last year, right? After your setting committee, no, enyamba bi shase say ekoso, especially ewa Accra. Enyamba shase say ekoso, and they say some buildings. Ube hu ne say the Greater Accra Regional Minister and the non Sakumono ni ebubu buildings bi. Ube hu ne say some people were even angry at His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Why? Because na ebubu buildings bi ani esusu say ewo waterway mu. Meboa mon kantrem say meboa. Have we not seen videos of people crying say ebubu omufie? Have we not seen videos? Now say ya hu video bi a NDC ni bi. Or say wakwa report the Greater Accra Regional Minister ewo NDC headquarters because ononso ne dan bi a wo si yakwa bubu no. Later oba bebo aban ni dua. Oba bebo regional minister dua kofa akosua national bebo regional minister. Ye ne hu sa video no. Ede na ye o say emma regional ministry no sa information no emma wo mu decide say yenkonko bubu sa dan we yenkonko ye we. Ede na etrel say and ede na ye o say emma ministry no and emma aban ehun say yembubu sa dan we because ye na ye hu for some weeks now say demolitions ashase ekoso. It is a committee ni nye adwuma no mu hu baby a wo say demolition die ntia e na ban yes are demolitions no. Ntia na make say the problem is that the NDC is not communicating. The government is not communicating, and so it looks like the committee in the Kranomonye. When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama explaining the Greater Accra flats, no, explaining the year what say a brief way issues ni say any say, you know, Nansen Krababe Kasa say adia bakwa AC pan say waterway and insumu wetland. Ni asheda afele ye di fin ye wi ane the latrite guso ni aton asase na mankrofo ni na. How do you know say any committee no a report and any committee no ejuma and a committee the findings and omoko explain this idea na church sense John Dramani Mahama and all can na. How do you know? So what I'm saying is that we have not seen the committee's report. And you are right to ask for the committee's report. But to sit in front of your cameras and to tell Ghanaians, say because committee a set a year ago, say omunku entia flood. 1 year on, Ghana egusu flooded. My trail video a trail say 30 years ago, Ghana was still flooding. Ne nuntu person say nunti no committee na Mahama seti ye no enye futupa ne dema Mahama. Then you are not you are not being honest. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Because the committee na ejuma no, at least si ebe hua, you know, we'll start seeing it after some time. And by this, what I'm saying is that the NDC government should also release the report so that we will all find we will all read the findings of the what I say committee's report. Committee na yeseti omo no maybe omo the report bi aba ye ni na ye be hu findings no na ye hu is okay aha na problem ne wo aha na problem ne wo. So that is the part I mean so me person NDC a play. And for someone who is an academician, right, aside anything else, for Adom Otchere analysis ye or your analysis, and sometimes you know send your analysis no osho omo a omo tai follow na ebe ye omo na omo ye academicians ni nyama. How do you say Yakatri will be say one set committee and find a solution to a problem? As someone what can say enye futupa. How do you even say that? Ghana has say you person find a solution to any problem. What is the first point of call? Enye committee ni asset report. MPP for lose ye. I one person will find the reason why they lost. Omo asset committee. Because what Ghana has say academic structure senior person you take informed decisions. The first thing you do is to do some investigation, and the investigation is, I mean, it's going to come from a committee. So if the president has set a committee up to check the flooding issue in this country, enye futubone On to me ma beti na TV so nka say ye football e football ne say ye wo problem ya set committees a committee internal problem ne so enye football ne. You can make the argument say wo de wunhu hwe committee na ye, you are right to do that, but so kwa say ye football ne what are you saying? I say madam fubi wo sika na me tu ne fo say chale usika ubedi no answer na ubedi sika no ye budget ne hu de odi sika ne be ya answer na wedi usika enye football ne na mama no se sa madam fo no oye budget no anase wanya budget no na at the end of the day still improvements bia emba ne finances mo a to me ka say because improvements emba ne finances mu inti no mama ne football ne dabi e futu na mama ne eye papa de setting up the committee to check something like flooding no eye papa eye adepa, but maybe you've not seen results yet. And I'm telling you, say for me I don't expect to see a result, or I don't expect to see results after a year for a problem that has lasted for decades in this country. But maybe you have a different timeline and you've not seen a result yet. It is okay. But don't tell us say ye football ne say ye president me ye tune for say onko seti committee. Don't do that. You are not being fair. Ghana ni bia wutie me no book we eye asset ba ko a e wo se wo keep e wo fie. To book we ma wo ho, to ma wo ba, to ma obi biara osombo e wo wabrabo mu, wadamfo, obi a opese odi ye wabrabo mu bia no, to sa book we your friend the Ghanaian investor. Na sa book we bet show different forms of investment a obetumi aye e wo Ghana ha. Licensed investments. The first one e ya de bia your friend emergency fund. Book we bet show send you be set up emergency fund. Abrabo aye boy bibia betumi ato. If you have an emergency fund, ebeba na aba be save you. Oka betumi asay wo kwan so. Obetumi ayare, oba betumi ayare, ni na emergency fund no ebe take control of all those situations. Book no be sanso atre wade bia ye fe na endowment fund. A obetumi dia protect wo ho any your future. Na sa endowment fund no nyame mpengu okokonya accident na untumi nye adwuma bioma, it will take care of you for the rest of your life. Book no be sanso atre senya obe set up a personal pension fund. Nkrofo bebre eye adwuma wie ekọ retirement, omukọ retirement we are no mo ho aba betwe omo. O set up a personal pension fund. That will not be your case. Most importantly, book we betray how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now Ghana Stock Exchange investment, basically, it means you are buying ownership of Ghanaian companies. Now Ghana Stock Exchange, it is one of the best performing markets in the whole world. A lot of people are making money from the Ghana Stock Exchange, but they don't know how to invest in it. Book we betray us idea. Your investment be why your friend mutual fund. Book we betray how to invest in a mutual fund. Now mutual fund, you don't need to be rich to invest in a mutual fund. I remember an example. Yan fan say wa woba fresh. Now what per license mutual fund e wo Ghana ha say opese odi usikashim. Say o to me invest 500 cedis every single month. E wo a Ghanaian mutual fund mo. By the time I wo ban be 19 years no. Now wa dane millionaire. Yan fan say o wo fa CB we di 10. Opese da chi bi odi ye. Every month for 500 cedis e she mutual fund mu e ma no. By the time I wo ba no and our fast no obedi 29 years no na oye millionaire. Wankasa wutie me we di 40. Nanso wo hwa onye investment bia eno ane say obeye mutual fund every month for 500 cedis e shem. By the time obedi 59 years no na wenya 1 million Ghana cedis. Into mutual fund no, that is how it works. Small money every single month. By the time embre ebeba no na sika no ayekese. Book we better sanya mani na. Sa ope book no ni PDF anase ni twi video a. Free. Anase WhatsApp number na ewo book ni so sisia. Na sa we Ghana ni na wa brochure na ope hard copy of the book a very simple call Amazon. Na search for the Ghanaian investor. Place the order. Bibia will be a best shape. Eddie Abreu. Medasi.